Welcome again to my friend the Holy Spirit. This is Gift Zawadi Love. We continue with our series, Spiritual Legality versus Physical Legality, and we were looking at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Now the king is very furious. He has commanded them to heat the furnace up 7 times hotter than usual. Listen to this. Then he ordered some of the strongest men of his army, the strongest men of Babylon, to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. In other words, make sure they are not going to run away to escape. To bind them, the strongest men. This is working for God's good. Wait and see. Bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and throw them into the blazing furnace. So they tied them up, and threw them into the furnace, fully dressed in their pants, turbans, robes, and other garments. And because the king, in his anger, he had demanded such a hot fire in the furnace, the flames killed the soldiers as they threw the 3 men in. I don't see where the 3 men are being killed or are being destroyed, but these strong men, the strongest in his army, are actually being destroyed. The strongest of your enemies will be destroyed. They are not even going into the fire, but as they are throwing them, because they have been used to do that, they are being killed. By this same fire that was supposed to kill Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is killing the king's troops. Look at this. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, securely tied, fell into the roaring flames. But suddenly, Nebuchadnezzar jumped up in amazement and exclaimed to his advisors, "Didn't we tie up 3 men and throw them into the furnace?" "Yes, your majesty, we certainly did," they replied. "Look," Nebuchadnezzar shouted, "I see 4 men unbound, walking around in the fire, unharmed, and the 4th looks like a god." Then Nebuchadnezzar came as close as he could to the door of the flaming furnace and shouted, "Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out, come here." So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego stepped out of the fire. Then the high officers, officials, governors, and advisors crowded around them and saw that the fire had not touched them. Not a hair on their heads was singed, and their clothing was not scorched. They didn't even smell of smoke. Then Nebuchadnezzar said, "Praise to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego." Wow. So, wait a minute. He called them. Remember, they were bound when they were thrown into the fire. They were bound. He called them. They came out walking. The fire burnt all the things that were used to tie them and loosed them. The fire was destroying the enemy, but the fire was setting them free and refining them and their faith and their zeal for God. The fire that the enemy is using against you, it is going to be refining you. It is going to break every yoke. It is going to break every chain. It's going to break every bondage in your life. But it is going to destroy the enemy on your behalf. The same fire that the enemy has set up to destroy you will destroy them, but it will rescue you. They got rescued from the bondage with the fire of the enemy. Oh, what an amazing God. God turns around the curses into a blessing. He makes your enemies work overtime to bless you. Anytime anybody speaks evil against me or about children of God, God turns it around into a blessing. So instead of them cursing, actually, they are working overtime to bless. Why? Because those curses, as they are coming out, they are turned into a blessing. They come and bless me. So keep talking. Because that is amazing. You're actually helping me. You're blessing. The 7th-time fire helped destroy the enemy. But the 7th-time fire was able to destroy that which bound Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. That they walked out without a smelling smoke, without a hair being singed, without anything being injured. They actually looked glorious in the fire. God glorified them in that which was supposed to destroy them. Wow! It is such an amazing thing to serve my God. Aren't you excited? Am I showing you how you can be able to say no to sin and live a life of the fear of God and unto righteousness? Oh, I pray that this is your prayer, just like it is mine. God bless you. Thank you.